I was saying it's an accident, yeah. So, boom, when I've got recalled, then I've gone to jail, obviously. I've gone to, then they've sent me to Winston Green, yeah, Birmingham, whatever, yeah. And then from there, they've sent me to Oakwood. When I was in Oakwood, I've gone onto the lifer wing. When I've gone on the lifer wing, yeah, obviously everybody's a lifer, but I've met Matty, bro. Yeah, Matty. When I say this guy is a proper good geezer, he is a proper good, bro, good energy, good vibes, fucking harmless, doesn't think he's bad. But you know what I seen with him, yeah, firsthand, how music affects people, because he wasn't really listening to Little Dirk, yeah, and then he started to listen to Little Dirk, and I seen a bit of his aura change. Like, I seen the way he dresses a bit change, I seen the way he talks a bit change. He's out on the yard singing Little Dirk, but he's a proper, like, he originated from South Africa. I don't know if he was born there or anything like that, but he lived over there for a long time, yeah. And then I forgot why he came over to the UK. I totally forgot. Wait there, let me read this from Jazz. Was in Stoke Heath and met his lad. He's my pal still. His dad died driving home. Who killed someone and stands on it. I don't know what he's on about. I don't know. What, have you met him or something? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So boom. So I've met him. So he's come over from Africa, yeah. And when he's I forgot the reason why he came over. So when he's over, yeah, he's started drinking. This is how you know this society fucks people up, because he started drinking over here, yeah. Started drinking a lot and started taking drugs. So as he's drinking and taking drugs, he's got into he's moved into like a shared accommodation, and he's shared accommodation with somebody. As it goes, one night they've got on a session, yeah, and he's on these drink and these drugs and he's blacked out. Like, this is what he's telling us, and I can only say what he's telling us, yeah. He's blacked out. When he's blacked out, yeah, he's come around and he's fucking up his housemate. So he's battered his housemate, yeah, his housemate. When he's battered his housemate, he's left him there, like, lung punch and all of that. Proper went to work on him, yeah. Proper did a nasty job, yeah, with being honest. So he didn't, like, he was panicking. He's like, fucking hell, like, what have I done, yeah, what have I done? Tried to clean up the whole house and that, went outside. But you see this guy, he's a good kid. He's not even a criminal. He's not even a criminal like that. Like, he's just oh man, he's such a, like, as far as his nature goes, he seemed like such a, like, proper good harmless person, yeah, that it's mad that he even got himself into this situation. So anyway, so the police have come. He's ended up getting arrested. When he's got arrested 2 days later into the police station, the person's died. So now he's in the police station. He can't believe it. He ain't built for this jail shit. Like, that weren't in his timeline. You know what I mean? So when he's gone so obviously he's come to jail and that now, yeah. And you see he I remember what he sounds like, a criminal. Yes, bro, what you saying, man? Yo, so when he's come to jail, yeah, he don't really have a clue what's going on, but they're telling him he's gonna get like 28 years, 30 years, whatever, yeah. He ended up getting 17 years. So you see, when I had suspect the other day on one of his he was doing a phone call interview with somebody or whatever, and he was like, yo, I was happy when I got 24 years. Like, I totally understand that, bro. Because you see, when you're thinking you're gonna get like 25 years and you end up getting that's like 18 years, yeah. It changes your whole perspective. We was on a case before, yeah. We were gonna get some mad numbers, but we bust the case, but we still had to do some little time for the gun charge and that, yeah. And I just, in my head, I thought, you know what, it's not that bad. Perspective is everything, you know. Perspective is everything, but it's hard to get in. You can't, it's kind of hard to fake perspective. You can't just say, oh, this has happened, I'm going to feel positive about this because this and this. I feel like you have to really internalize it and go through it. So when I've met Matty, yeah, and I'm speaking to him about his case, I'm asking him, I'm saying, bro, like, he goes, I'm asking him, like, because when people come from different countries, yeah, I ask him about the society in other countries and stuff, yeah. And I was like, was you bad in South Africa? And he's like, nah. So I'm saying, why weren't you bad in South Africa, bro? Why have you weren't bad in South Africa and you come here and you're bad, yeah? And he's saying, you see, in South Africa, they used to beat me. So if I do anything wrong, the society will step in and beat me. Like, not just my parents, but the school teacher or the man down the road or even like anybody in the street. Like if I'm displaying something bad, somebody will step in, yeah, and beat me. And I used to think, fuck it now, like, should society be like that? Yeah, and I think society should be like that. But you know why society can't be like that? Because you got people now and they're like, oh, if you touch my child, I'll kill you. But what, like, so how the fuck can society work like that? You know what I mean? How can it work like that? If like I don't know if I told this story before, yeah, but I was driving down the road the other day, yeah, and I seen like a kid hitting his mum, like proper like hitting his mum, and I felt like just pulling over and say, "Yo, leave your mum alone, man." Like, you know, just like give the kid a little bit of a sort of thing, because the mum was obviously struggling, yeah. But I thought, nah, I can't do that. It's not like, it wouldn't be right. It's not my place, yeah. And I just thought, yeah, how fucked up is society now that people can't intervene, bro? You know what I'm trying to say? How fucked up in society now that people just can't be like, because it used to be like that. That's why it was a big community. That's why everybody got along and knew each other. It used to be, if your kid was fucking up, somebody could step in and say, oi, like, yo, stop doing that, or stop doing it. But now if you did it, bro, you have some madman, like his dad come along and be like, yo, what, and try fucking attack you just because your son was being a fucking disobedient and a menace, bro. You know what I mean? Fell apart. That's why communities fell apart and kids the way they are. I agree, bro, but it's also because now we've got too much rights. Imagine that. Imagine we're saying that, bro. The common folk who have never had rights before. Now we've got too much rights. We've got so much rights now, yeah, that you can't even hit your kid. You know what I'm trying to say? You can't even fucking hit your kid, bro. That the kid's got rights. So now he's growing up and he don't even know discipline, because it's like now these rights have fucked him up. You know what I mean? And this is where people get into conspiracies and that, but I don't really think that it was intended to be like that, bro. Like, I just think people are just trying to help people as much as they can with these rights, yeah, and they've just gone too far, and this is a consequence of it. But I feel like we'll work itself out. You know what I'm trying to say? You seen the video in Chicago of the pregnant ill mum getting jumped and attacked with her son and daughter by a bunch of... Nah, I didn't see that, but is that what that little Zay Osama was on about when he put up that finger like, yo, find who these are and I'll fly them out? Is that what happened, yeah? Fuck it now, bro. That's what I'm saying. The community is fucked. But it's fucked because no one's allowed to intervene anymore. And it's fucked because these things have we've these rights, bros, internalized them. You know how many of us, me included, what's that word I'm looking for? Like, entitled. We're just entitled now. You can't touch my kid. I don't give a fucking... Like, say if your kid steals a chocolate bar out the shop and the shopkeeper smacks him, yeah? You'll be like, you can't smack my kid. You go down to the shop, yeah, and try to attack the shopkeeper. Why are you doing that? That's how... why the fuck are we doing that? You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like we need to cut that. That's just ego. That's what that is. That no one touches. That's like Neanderthal, like caveman shit. No one could touch my kid. Da, 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 da. Bro, your kid was just stealing. He needs to know that's gonna teach him more in life than anything's gonna teach him. It's gonna teach him that, bro, you can't be out here doing what you want because you will suffer consequences. That teaches him consequences, because you know what happens if he doesn't teach him consequences, yeah? You get life off, bro, and he learns on his own 4 years later with 32 years more to go, bro. On my mum's life, that's exactly what happens. And that's what's happened to poor little Matty over here. Poor little Matt's fucking come from South Africa where the society was keeping him in line, yeah? And fucking, bro, he's come over here and he's got rights. He can do whatever, bro. He can get drunk all the time. He can take drugs all the time. He's chilling, bro. What's happened? It's corrupted him, bro. It's intoxicated him. He's ended up killing somebody. Fucking now, it wasn't even him, but he's just gone off the fucking rails now, bro. And you know what's mad about the thing, bro? Yeah, what scares like me, yeah, but just hypothetically, yeah. He can't even remember it. He goes, bro, I can't even remember it on my mum's life. You know what I'm trying to say? He's saying he can't even remember it, bro. So imagine that happens to you. Imagine you get so drunk one day, yeah, you wake up and there's a body in it. You wake up in a police station and then they're saying to you, yo, that geezer you just fucked up the other day is dead, you know. You're gonna be like, oh, man. What? He's dead for real? Like, you being serious? You're gonna believe that shit, bro. Yeah, yeah, he's doing 17 years. So when he was like, I got 17 years, he was like, you know what? I was happy with that, bro. He goes, because I thought I was gonna get way longer. And he's somebody who accepts it, bro. Someone's like, and he's somebody. This is what I'm saying. It's a mad thing. You can't judge people because I know people in here in the world who be like, oh, he's committed a murder. It's black and white. He's murdered someone. Throw away the key. I hate them, man, bro. I hate people what everything's was black and white. And the only reason why I don't like them, bro, yeah, is because it could happen to them as well. And if it happened to them, they wouldn't say, oh, just kill me. They wouldn't be like, oh, just kill me. I've done something wrong. Can you kill me, please? They'll be like, bro, fucking, I was drunk and I was high. And these things took me out of character. And I've done wrong. And I fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? But, But yeah, my man, they would say, "Hear me out, please." 100%, because now they have an understanding of the situation. Same with the gets thing. If somebody was driving down a road, yeah, and then looked at their phone, I'm not saying this happened in Get's situation. I'm saying like this hypothetical situation. They're driving down a road. They look at their phone for 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, for 2 seconds. They look up, bow, they've hit someone. Oh my god. That does not make you a bad person, bro. It just makes you a bit of a fucking an idiot, bro, because you've looked at your phone when you're driving this car. It doesn't make you a bad person, bro. And you fucked up and now you have to suffer the price. And then you have to go to jail and listen to people and say, oh, throw away the key. Throw away the key like you're a monster, bro. Like you're a fucking bacon or a pedophile or something. You see, pedophiles, they can't change because they're chemically imbalanced, bro. This ain't that, bro. This is somebody who's just literally made a mistake, bro. And man act like, oh, murder. Like, oh my god, somebody's being murdered. So fucking what, bro? Not so what, yeah, because a life's being taken, yeah. But, bro, this is life, man. A dying order. This is nature. You don't think murder's real? Go outside, bro, and look in the fucking grass, bro. You see a whole bunch of fucking murderers there because these ants and insects and all these people, yeah, all these things, bro, are on some straight up murder shit. You'll see the cat chasing the mouse. You'll see the squirrel chasing the thingy. You'll see everything, bro. This is nature, bro. It's live and you die. But man, we've become so dissolute, like we've been taken out of reality so much that man think murder's just, oh my god, he's murdered somebody. Ah, man. That shit pisses me off, man. Judges and prison govs and that should spend 24 hours in the cell and see what it's like. They need to spend more than 24 hours in the cell, bro. They know what it is. They need psychology degrees, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that's the only way you really gonna have an insight to what's going on. Because these prison officers and that, bro, they ain't equipped with the skills and tools that they need to handle their situation. And being a prison officer, yeah, it's a big responsibility, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But obviously, it's a hard thing to do, and the pay shit and the turnovers like that. So you just gonna get Tesco workers in there, and there's a hell of Nigerians now. Nothing but a bunch of Nigerians in that fucker, bro. But yeah, big up Matty. Me and him used to have coffee and that all the time, bro. Like me, him, switch or like because we was trading and all that kind of shit. Well, I was trading day work, bro. But we all used to have like a little coffee, like not coffee club, but we all used to like, yo, you got coffee, yo, yeah. And then we started getting these pods, yeah. We had a coffee machine, so we started getting these pods, yeah. And then but Matty would get them and he'll be like, yo, boss, he always used to make us the coffee. And I used to go to him like, bro, make me one of them, please. And bro, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, man have good traits, bro. He'll be like, oh yeah, calm. Like, man like that. He'll do anything for anybody, bro. He'll do anything for anybody and he's killed somebody, yeah. But somebody who hasn't killed somebody is a scumbag, yeah. Would walk past a tramp in the street, bro. Would abuse his fucking girl. Would kick his dog, bro. Would starve his cat. It's scumbag, but he hasn't killed no one, so it was okay. But poor old Matt over here, yeah, he's killed somebody, bro, yeah, by accident, bro, yeah, and fucking hell, my man's the villain, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? My man's a super villain. Well, yeah, man. Fucking hell. I might go to war and kill people all the time as well. People just be killing people out here. Don't get it twisted, bro. And when you're dead, your problems are over. So fuck it anyway, your problems are over. And I'm not advocating death, bro, 100%. But I'm just saying, let's get back to fucking reality, bro, where death is a part of life. Yes, K-Bugs. Yo, yeah, I'm just bugging out about fucking life and death, bro, and about murderers. I was just saying about how murder's fucking not as bad as everyone makes it out to be, bro. It's just a part of life. What's being take what's that's the thing about being like in a civil society as well. Being civil to an excessive extent, yeah, would make you think that fucking now all of these things that bro, you know how you know it's real, yeah? You see? You know how we don't understand ourselves to the point, yeah? You see, if you take away certain fundamentals of society, bro, yeah, you'll realize how primitive you are and how animalistic you are, you know? You see, if you take away shit like, let's just say now, there was some mad fucking evacuation. The tree started releasing some chemicals, yeah, and whatever, yeah, and all water just ceased to exist. But there was still water in an Asda. There was still water in Asda, yeah, loads of water to last you a lifetime. And you got to Asda, yeah, and somebody else was getting the water. What are you gonna do, bro? Are you going to be civil and say murder's wrong and walk up to them and be like, oh, hello, mate, can we share this water, please? Because I believe murder's wrong. And, How no, bro? You're running up on them and you're saying, bro, I'm taking this water. If you try something, bro, I'll smoke you, bro. Of course you're going to be like that. What, you're not going to be like that? What about if your kids with you, bro? What about if your mums and your kids with you, bro, and they're thirsty, bro? And the person who's got the water in Asda ain't giving it up? Then what? You're gonna be like, oh, okay, murder's wrong. I'm just gonna be out here and just gonna chill out here till maybe you have mercy on me. No, you're busting down the door and you're on some murder shit, bro. You realize how primitive you are. Then it's just because we've got shit now that we feel like we're not primitive. But when they put you somewhere where there's nothing, bro, yeah, you'll see how fucking real shit gets, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I'm saying free these man, bro, because these man are good youths have just got themselves into fucked up situations, bro. Not free them right now. You have to do your time, bro. If you fuck up into, you see, like, we need jails in society, bro, yeah. We need them in society because we need deterrence, bro. And if we was leaders of countries, yeah, we would need these things to stop people doing mad shit. But I'm saying, bro, yeah, man shouldn't be getting all these years. It's not that deep. And they should do it case by case study to do that in court anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? To go through your whole fucking case in court anyway. So why have guidelines like that for everybody when they're going through singlistic cases? You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man. But you know what? That should lead me on to the next thing.